Now I want to cross over to the county of Migori, where we have a public participation forum, which is in regards to the Lake Region Economic Bloc's proposed bank. The group of 13 counties has been planning to put up a bank which will ensure that their residents and their business persons can actually get advantages in regards to access to credit and different other services they can get in regards to the financial services. And so Bernardo Juang now joins us live with some conversation on that side to give us an idea of what's happening. Bernard, over to you.
Thank you very much, Dan Mwangi. As you have said, we are in Migori County, whereby the Lake Regional Economic Bloc are currently, the administration currently meeting Migori County residents so as to empower them with the information about the bloc. Remember, it is an initiative that was started at least to improve the economy of these 14 counties, that is Migori, Homa Bay, Trans Nzoia, Bomet, and many other counties. In terms of economic, in terms of tourism. Remember, in Migori and Homa Bay, we have tourism attraction like Simbi Nyaima and Thimli Choinga, which has been lying there and productive. And they are also focusing so much on agriculture. Remember, we have banana in Kisi, maize farming in Kericho, and other dairy farming in Kericho, and many other things. And they are also saying that they are going to improve once the project is going to, once it picks up, it is going to improve the health sector, at least to make sure the common mwananchi benefits from the health sector. And we also have the administration here. They are going to tell us more about that. Common mwananchi from Migori County are also here. They are going to tell us maybe what are their expectations from this kind of initiative. And to start with, we are going to talk to this young man here, Peter Gwengis, who is also going to tell us what are their expectations about today's program.
Okay, thank you. My expectation about this forum, it's a good forum, but as a member who represents civil society organizations, my expectation is to understand how this thing is going to benefit the common mwananchi in Migori. We know that we have looked at the document, we are seeing issues to do with inclusion. We have seen inclusion of people with disability. We have seen gender, people with gender, and we have also seen the youth. I have not seen, as a person who represents people living with HIV, I have not seen inclusion of people living with HIV, and we know that Migori as a county, we are number 3 in terms of HIV prevalence in Kenya. Another thing that I want to also to know is in terms of ownership of this program. Today we read in the press, there are some governors who are saying that they will not be able to pay debts which were incurred by the previous administration. And when I look at the document, I see aspects of borrowing. Could this go the same way, that they will borrow, and when the next team comes into place, then they say we cannot honor those borrowings, and therefore this thing could collapse? So what mechanisms do we have to ensure that this thing will not collapse like other initiatives that have been there before?
Then remember, the main pillar here for this initiative is the formation of 2.8 billion shillings for the regional development. And we are also going to talk to the one of the administrators here. Just tell us, you've just heard from Mr. Gwengi saying that they lack information. Tell us more about this project.
Thank you so much. The reason why we are here is to disseminate information and sensitize Migori about the Lake Region Economic Bloc. So I'm very positive at the end of the day, Mr. Gengi will be quite satisfied with what we have. This is an excellent idea. It's a strong idea, and I'm sure it's going to spur economic activity in the region.
Tell us, what's the status of this initiative?
No, the status is quite good because, as you are aware, we have 6 economic blocks operating in this country. This is the first one to have an economic blueprint. It's the first one also that the governors have signed a legal agreement. And now we are moving to the next stage of ratification and adoption of this document. Our purpose here and mission in Migori is to particularly sensitize the members of the county assembly, the honorable members, the stakeholders in this region, so that they clearly understand what the bloc is all about. Yes.
So far, how many counties have committed themselves?
14 counties have committed by signing the legal agreement. And now the next stage is for the county assemblies to adopt the legal agreement. And that is the stage we are going to go county assembly by county assembly, county by county, conducting town halls, so that the people have the ownership you're talking about, so that they own the block, so that it's not just like many of the other organizations, which are just papers outside there, but do not have actually local support. We are here to marshal local support for the bloc.
When John, when people were talking here, they were asking some information that these initiatives, they think that only county governments will be getting loans, at least to maybe do development in the county. What about the individuals?
Of course, I agree the bank is quite a very important project for the bloc, but it's not just the bank we are talking about. There are 10 sectors where counties are coming together to work, from healthcare, agriculture, tourism. All these facets are going to benefit local mwananchi. Universal healthcare is one area where members of the bloc, particularly the health pillar committee, have agreed on. They have agreed on building specialized hospitals in each and every county. This will directly benefit the people. While the bank is good, it's important because it's a key enabler to the other sectors. But there are many other areas where we are working: agriculture, health, and all these other areas.
Thank you, Bana John. These initiatives also, women are also targeting these initiatives. Remember, they are the people, majority of them in rural areas, they are doing small businesses. And currently, we are going to talk to one of the women here, who is representing women here, just to tell us what do you expect from this initiative.
Thank you so much. I'm Honorable Florence Oile, nominated member of Migori Assembly, and of course representing the women. Our expectation, and from this block, we are excited.
We apologize for that, but Bernard Juang will still give us more information on the same, even as there is effort to ensure that the Lake Region Economic Blocks Bank can become a realistic one whose establishment is going to take into account the different aspects of the people's needs. Let's cross over back there with the signal is together now.
It also talks about the infrastructure, which is very useful for us, and the movement and so on. And not even to mention the tourist sites attraction that we have within Migori County. At the moment, they are kind of underutilized because we do not get many visitors. But I believe with the coming together of these counties, there will be so much that we can benefit from. So I would also just take this earliest opportunity to welcome and encourage the women folk that they come out, they air their views, they can give their suggestions, so that as the team goes around and collecting information, their views can be considered, so that when it comes to work.
You are a member of Migori County Assembly. Are you supporting this initiative?
As Migori Assembly, yes, we are in support because we have our expectation, and we can see that if it comes to work, then we are going places because of the economies of scale, as I have said. Thank you.
Then before I get back to you, we are going to talk to one youth here. Just tell us, they are the people, they're the pillars of the counties, and he's going to tell us more. What does he expect from this initiative? Welcome. Start with your name.
I'm William Beche. This idea to bring more jobs such that our youths can benefit from. We had heard of the idea, and we had even, as youth leaders from 14 county members, we had met the secretariat in Kisumu, and they told us more about this program. Our worry remains that if you look at that document, there is nowhere indicated that where there are mechanisms on how they are going to do employment. Because as youth, we expected to get 80% of job opportunities when this thing goes through. And as I stand here, waiting for the Secretariat to give us the answers, I kindly request the Assembly to endorse and pass this bill.
Well, that was a youth there speaking. You heard from one of the officials, Lake Regional Economic Bloc, Mr. John, saying that this initiative has a lot for common mwananchi, especially in the sector of agriculture, hospital, education, early child education in the counties, and they are expecting after maybe moving all over the county, in all over the counties, their target, which is 2.8 billion shillings, will be met. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you very much, Bernardo Juang, for that set of conversations there in regards to the Lake Region Economic Bloc. And we shall be getting more information on that as we go along. But thank you very much, Bernardo Juang, for giving us that live link.